Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Potential Unleashed. We are back with another One Piece chapter titled Honor 1050. Let's get into it. So the cover page, it is all the Germa siblings. They're back except for Sanji. So Ichizi and Reiju, they're the ones that saved Niji and Yonji, and that's about it. We don't really care about that. We care about what actually happened in the chapter. Kaido, he is falling off of Onigashima after being defeated by Luffy, and it was confirmed that Luffy is the winner this time. Kaido's not getting back up. I've seen a lot of people talking about, oh, well, Kaido, he's coming back, and this isn't his final thing because of what Oda said about not defeating Kaido with a fist. All that said to rest, right? Kaido is done. Luffy's the victor, and him and Big Mom, because of like how much gravitational pull they have falling from such a high distance, they went through the concrete, well, not concrete, they went through the ground, and they actually went into magma, and which plays a factor later into the chapter. Yamato, she catches Luffy, and she looks at him so happy because this torture that's been going on for 20 years is finally over. Momonosuke, he stopped Wano from falling, and she's like, yo, you guys are really special, talking about the Straw Hats, Kid Law, all the alliance that assisted them throughout this battle. You gotta realize, man, the amount of suffering these people have been through for so long. I think the only one that has experienced this much suffering is probably like the fishmen, like for how long they've dealt with it, and then Dressrosa, and Doflamingo like took over. It's been a struggle, right? And so one thing that I love is we cut back to the capital where Toko, she's talking to Hitetsu, talk about, yo, why did my dad have to leave? Why did he have to sacrifice himself? Where Hitetsu's like, hey, you know, we all love Yasui, but he did this to give us a fighting chance so that the Kaiser 9 and all these samurai could still fight against Kaido on the day of the Fire Festival. Whether it's successful or not, it is what it is. We have this chance. And Toko, obviously, she wants her dad to come back alive. She's, 8 years old or 6 years old, one of the two. She is very, upset. Her father died recently, and obviously she wants to see him, but we get a couple flashbacks of her and her dad. She was the original person that ate the smile fruit, and so she wouldn't feel alone in it. Her dad ate it as well. And so Toko's obviously upset, but she changed her message on the lantern that she sent. It originally said, I want to see you again, Daddy, but now it says, thank you, Father, or thank you, Daddy, because pause. Alright, pause. It was just hard for me to say, but I had to say it word from word. She's talking about her father, right? She thanks him for sacrificing herself because he did it so Toko could have a better life, so she could experience the freedom that, you know, they've been fighting for the whole time. And Hitetsu is obviously saddened by this. He's trying to cover his tears because samurai, they don't cry. But this was really a wholesome and touching moment between the two. Then we get Nekomamushi. He goes and he talks about how Luffy officially defeated Kaido. Everybody's cheering. We see Inarashi, we see Raizo, Kawamatsu, Kid, Killer, Beppo, and Law. And I believe Apu, he says, like, whoa, Straw Hat defeated Kaido. So we didn't. We also got to see Nami. We got to see Marco, Usopp with Kiemon and Kiku, Frankie with Zoro, Brook. I think that's all we got to see. Robin's still there as well. And so we didn't get to see Dendro, and we didn't get to see Orochi, didn't get to see Kanjuro. So that could potentially mean, crossing my fingers, right? Because One Piece, the only thing that I hate about it is that death is not a thing. So this could potentially mean that these characters are dead. And this is where, because Chopper, he talks about how there's a lot of casualties here. He's crying because it's, you know, Chopper loves taking care of people. He loves being a doctor. But the amount of people that fought in this war, it's so many of them. Like, it's actually insane that there's this many. So he's like, I need help, which I understand. But what I talked about earlier in this review was that I like the chapters that follow afterwards. Because this is cool and all, but I like to see how people react. Like, not just the people of Wano, but the people of the world, how they react to, which is what I like about world building, is getting everything connected. So how will the world government, how will the different Yonkos, how will different pirate groups, How will they react to two emperors falling, but the rise of the new emperor? What's going to happen to Zoro? What's going to happen to Sanji? What's going to happen to Yamato? I think this is all important. New bounties, like, because I have bounty posters on my wall, but when I go to my apartment, I was going to buy some more, but I'm kind of scared because since WANO is ending, there might be new bounty posters that people are going to make and produce. So, like I said, I love these chapters, but the ones after them are a little bit better. And Momo, he has a conversation with Zanisha, talk about how he's not going to open up WANO just yet. We know that Oden wants WANO open, but to be honest, I'm kind of happy that it's not opening because Momo, he's not ready, right? WANO has gone through a lot. They need time to rebuild and get ready for, let's just say, if somebody else tries to take over, or they just need time to really get their country back to what Oden had it like. So I think that's great. Whereas Nisha's talking about, hey, no matter what you do, I'm gonna follow you, Momonosuke. I think that's cool. But also, there's different beast parts, and this is really stupid in my opinion because they were getting attacked by Queen, and Chopper was saving them, all of that, and how the beast pirates treated them poorly. But the All-Stars are down, the Toby Roper are down, Kaido's down, Big Mom's down, and they're still trying to fight where that doesn't make sense. I mean, granted, they have more numbers. And, Frankie, he's like, yo, I still got tons in the tank. You ready to go? And Brooke's like, hey, ninja, we tired. Stop. And so Yamato's like, hey, we saved you. Luffy saved you. All these people saved you. You still want to fight? I'll beat you myself. Which, I love Yamato. I think this is great for her character. But at the same time, it's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense in how these people were mistreated and they still blindly follow somebody that's no longer in power. I don't know. Then we cut to Udon Prison, and constantly throughout the chapter they've been talking about like an earthquake that's happening. And so in Udon Prison they talk about there's unusual activity in the sea. And this is where I guess there's an explosion that happens. I'm guessing where Big Mom and Kaido were at because they show their silhouettes in the magma. And so officially we get the victory card saying that the revived victor of the top of Onigashima is Luffy. We see him unconscious with bandages around him. And the people of Wano, they're like, whoa, is that near Udon Prison? Is that Onigashima? So they're about to figure out what happened. Momonosuke, he comes out. People are like, it's Kaido. I mean, I get because it's a dragon why like people are skeptical and scared. But one's a blue dragon, one's a pink dragon. You can clearly see that this is another dragon. So that doesn't make much sense to me. But he comes down. He's like, yo. He tells them what happened. He's like, you don't gotta worry. Kaido's defeated. And he pops, he poofs, because next chapter, we didn't get it this chapter, but next chapter we're going to get and see what Momonosuke looks like. Remember that chapter, I don't know the number, but after she aged him, she was crying, and she said, you look just like, and it cut off. It's probably that she looks just like Oden again. Well, at least Momonosuke does. So they're hyping up this transformation, which we'll probably get in the coming chapters. And there's different acts, like the big poof is happening. There's a dust cloud. Komurasaki comes up. We know that's Hiyori. Everybody's like, whoa, that's Hiyori. We thought she was dead. We had a funeral and everything. Denjiro comes out as well. And there's different members of the Kaizen 9, or maybe not necessarily just them, but probably like the samurai and everybody that fought. They're coming out the smoke. Where Denjiro was like, hey, we're about to announce the new shogun of Wano, which would be Momonosuke, which is why I speculate it'll be next chapter. I believe we're supposed to get this one and 2 more chapters straight without it being a break. I can't wait. Like I said, I want to see how the world is going to react. One, I want to see how the people of Wano are going to react. What's Kid going to do? He's not happy-go-lucky like Law necessarily. What's Law going to do now? And what's going to happen with Zoro? Got to see that. Got to see what happens to Luffy. Got to see what happens around the world. Blackbeard, the Big Mom Pirates still down there, the Marines. I can't wait for all of that. But overall, it was a solid chapter. I give it about an 8, 7 or 8. I said, need next chapter to really fill in the blank. But about Kaido, I talked about it earlier. People were speculating he would get back up. I'm going to make a video about this, not this week, because I have a video planned for Saturday. But next week, there's going to be a video in relation to Kaido and my thoughts about him. So stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. It's on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.